Hey everyone, welcome back to the I'm Ready Test Kitchen. I'm Kelly and today I have this delicious vegan dirty chai latte ice cream to share with you. If you're craving the flavors of fall but don't want to turn on your oven because it's way too hot outside, this recipe is exactly what you need. It's a mix of sweet and fall-like spices, hence the chai, and it also has a little bit of coffee in it to give you that extra boost of energy you need throughout the day. It's pretty much a dirty chai latte in ice cream form. So for the first step in this recipe, this happens way before we're gonna make or mix anything. You're gonna wanna go ahead and prep your cashews overnight. I just set 1.5 cups of cashews in a jar and filled this up with water and let them soak until I was ready to make this today. So once you've done that and they're prepped, go ahead and put them in your blender. It's okay if there's some remaining water. I would recommend rinsing them before as well. Let's go ahead and add in the rest of our ingredients. You just want to pour everything in and blend it. But first, let's add in 1 cup of light coconut milk. And to get the dirty chai effect, you're going to use 3/4 cup of cold brew. You can also use like espresso or any other coffee of your choice. I'm just choosing cold brew because it's cold and very caffeinated. 1/4 cup of maple syrup. 1/4 cup of melted and cooled coconut oil. And 1/4 cup of sugar. So at this point, you're probably wondering where we're gonna get the chai from. And that comes from our incredible chai extract. This product smells exactly like a chai tea or a chai tea latte, if that's your thing. It's incredible. Like, it smells just like the bag of tea when you open it out to brew it, and it's one of my favorite products. So I'm just gonna do a teaspoon of this, just because it is super concentrated, and anything more than this, as I've learned, will make it a little bit too chai-y, if that's even a word. It is in my world. And of course, we're gonna be using our vanilla Madagascar bourbon extract, because what's a recipe without vanilla? So just gonna do a full teaspoon of this. So just blend this for about 3 to 4 minutes until everything is nice and smooth. You don't want any of those little tiny cashew particles. It won't be chunky, it'll just kind of have this like bumpiness to it, and that's not something you want with this. So a good 3 to 4 minutes on high speed is perfect. All right, so everything is nice and blended. The mixture is a little bit warm. So if this is the same situation you're having at home, let's go ahead and pop this in the fridge for about 30 minutes prior to churning, just because we don't want it to melt the bowl that you're gonna churn it in, because then it won't form into a nice soft serve, which is the consistency we want before putting it in the freezer. So I'm gonna go pop this in the fridge for about 30 minutes and I'll be right back. Okay, so it's been about 30 minutes since I popped this guy in the refrigerator. I'm now gonna go ahead and transfer it into my ice cream machine. This recipe, it's really important to churn the ice cream, because oftentimes with any like non-dairy alternative ice cream, it will become really icy. And so the way to avoid that is by using the ice cream machine. So let's go ahead and take this off and pour it in and add all the necessary components. Okay, so now our ice cream's in. I'm gonna go ahead and add this part. Just set that in there. Just feel around for it and then pop the lid on. And now we churn. So we're gonna let this churn for about 30 to 45 minutes, or until a thick soft serve starts to form. And once we have that texture and consistency, we're gonna go ahead and pop it in a freezer safe dish and let it harden for the next couple of hours. Our ice cream is completely churned to perfection. And now, so let's go ahead and transfer this into our freezer safe dish. I mean, look at that ice cream. Can't believe that this is vegan. This looks incredible. I cannot wait for this to freeze so I can enjoy a scoop of it. So just scrape as much off as you can so we can get this put in the freezer and have all of it in there. So I'm gonna use a different spatula, something that's a little bit less flimsy, so I can scrape off the edges that are still remaining in the inside of this bowl. This part is a little hard, so you're gonna need some strength to it, so that way you have every little drop of your ice cream. All right, now we're just gonna kind of push in those frozen pieces that were at the bottom of our churning bowl and just kind of level this out to make it look pretty, so that way when you go to scoop it, you have a nice sort of flat or bumpy surface, whatever you prefer really. With the ice cream in this pan, let's go ahead and pop it in the freezer for about 4 to 6 hours or overnight, depending on how long you can be patient. So I'm impatient, and it's been about 4 hours since this went in the freezer. And now we're just gonna serve some up. So first things first, this ice cream is super hard once it's fully frozen. So I have a little trick that I like to use. It'll still be a tiny bit difficult just because non-dairy stuff freezes a lot different than regular dairy. But I always put my ice cream scoop in hot water prior to scooping anything. So it makes it a lot easier to just get it all in there. So let's go ahead and grab some. And there we have our vegan dirty chai ice cream. Let's go ahead and give it a little taste. This is so yummy. I love chai, and this ice cream is like a chai latte, a dirty chai latte with a cone. It's so good. I hope you guys enjoyed this recipe and give this delicious ice cream a try at home. If you do, be sure to comment and let us know how it went for you. Also be sure to like and subscribe to our YouTube channel so you never miss any amazing recipes like this or any testimonials from our amazing customers. Also, be sure to follow us on social media at Amaretti on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, and Pinterest. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.